Hello, everyone. We're live right now. Good evening. Welcome to Blue Table Talk. I'm your host, Jennifer Jones. So tonight we're talking to Candace Russell. She's doing creations by Christine, personalized creations by Christine. So before we even introduce her, whatever, I'm going to talk. Of course, you know I've always talked about COVID. COVID is still out there, y'all, and we're still not doing what we need to do, but we think it's not there. And I just got a phone call about 15 minutes before I came on the air. Let my son know that one of his friend has COVID. And so, we just have to still do what we have to do. And today I was out in the restaurant and this guy was coughing, and I turned around to, I think, yeah, one more time. to just cough. Just one more. You got to go. But we have to keep ourselves protected, wash our hands, mask up, distance, keep our distance, whatever it takes, so that we can keep ourselves healthy, and not only ourselves, people who are around you. So with that being said, they still have Delta out, and then there are other variants that's out that, I can't name all of them, but, there are other variants that are out. We just need to protect ourselves. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and because we have a big line tonight. I would really want you to know about this young lady and the work that she does, because she really impresses me. And later on, I'm going to show you my little something. So tonight we have Candace Russell. Hello, Candace. How are you tonight?
Hello, Miss Deborah. Thank you for having me again. I appreciate it.
Oh, let me turn you up a little bit. I got you down. Okay. I can hear you. So do you have my earpods?
I do have my earpods.
Yeah, because I hear echo.
Okay. How is this?
You got them on?
No, I don't have them on yet.
Yeah, you need to put them on.
Okay.
Because it's echo. And so, talk to me again.
Okay, how's that, Miss Deborah?
A whole lot better.
Okay.
And if they come on and say there's echo, I might have to get me some, but I'm sure that it's okay now, because on my end I don't hear it. Anyway, so we have Candace here tonight. So, and Candace, I know you've been on before, and but it wasn't this what you was on. When you was on with some educational stuff, and so right now you've got your own stuff going on. So introduce yourself a little bit. Tell us something about yourself.
All right. My name is Candace Christine Russell, and my business name is Personalized Creations by Christine. And whatever you need that is creative and unique, I am your person. I work with custom centerpieces, custom decor, painting with Christine, my own unique twist with painting with a twist. We do baby showers, bridal showers, vacation Bible school decorations, whatever you need, you just call
Keep ourselves
and
healthy.
we will make it happen.
Okay, so let me say hello to one of our guests on tonight. One of our speakers on tonight. We have Beverly Sherman. Beverly, do me a favor and let me know if you hear echo while Candace is talking, because I still hear some, and if so, I need to everybody who's on the phone wise, switch over to the comments section and let me know whether you hear echo, because I hear some and I want y'all to understand what Candace is talking about. So let's see. Beverly said yes, she does hear echo. So let me hold on. Let me get some earphones. Hold on. Okay, so Beverly do and Alberta. Hey Alberta, how are you tonight? So Beverly Alberta, do you hear echo on my end or do you hear echo on Candace end? So just let us know so we can solve that problem. Because I really want you guys to know I'm frozen. She says I'm frozen.
I can see you just fine, Miss Deborah.
Yeah, she says on your end. It
The
says,
echo is on my end.
mhm.
Okay, would you like me to take the earbud out and let's
No,
try
you're
again?
gonna have to keep it in because of echo. So what I'm gonna need you to do, Candace, is
Mhm.
and I need you to go out and come back in. Can you do that?
Okay, I will do that. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so while Candace is doing that, oh, who's clear, Alberto? Candace clear or I'm clear? Um, okay, so while Candace is doing that, we're going to just take a little break and talk about things that's going on in Beaumont. You know, I think there's somebody said I think Port Arthur is still voting right now. Okay, Candace. Candace did go out and she's going to come back in so to solve this problem. And it's always because of the feedback that we have coming from one. Sometimes it's coming from one city to another, but she's back in right now. Let's see what's going
So
on.
how is that?
Okay, is that better? It's better for me.
Okay.
You still have your earpods in?
Yes, ma'am. I have
Great
it
job.
in.
Great job. Okay, are we good, guys? Everything's good? Okay, they haven't said anything. So, Candace, now do me a favor and introduce yourself again.
Okay. My name is Candice Christine Russell, and I am the owner of Personalized Creations by Christine. I focus on custom and unique decor. Everything is handcrafted. Centerpieces, invitations, wedding decor, whatever you need, you let me know. Baby showers, vacation Bible school, graduation parties, any type of party. And my latest venture, painting parties, which
Right.
Miss Deborah had the pleasure of attending one, and we had a fantastic time.
Yes, we
Yes,
did. I want to show y'all my baby. Maybe I got it upside down.
very nice, Miss Deborah. Very nice, very nice.
So, Candace, do you travel with your painting?
Yes, ma'am. We will travel with the painting. It's on my website. You pick the location, the date, the time, and we'll do what we need to do on our end to make it to your end. Yes,
Okay, good. And I put your website at the bottom of the page so
ma'am.
that
Okay.
along with your phone number so everybody could see, and it's going to scroll while we are talking. So,
Okay.
what is the history of your painting, Christine? And when did it happen, and how has it grown since you've been into it?
So I've always painted, not professionally, but just dibbled and dabbled in it. And I've held several painting sessions with mothers and at schools and churches and things of that nature. And things just started to happen and roll into place. And that led me to painting with Christine. So I've always dibbled and dabbled in the arts and crafts. My entire family is very crafty. My mom, my aunt, we all have a special area of expertise that we work with. So, and even my girls, they're following right in line with being crafty and creative as well. So it's been a nice adventure, very interesting. You never know where you're going to land and what God has for you. And here I am.
So, what is your professional background, and have you always been interested in art?
Yes, ma'am. My professional background is education. I taught high school at Barbara Jordan High School. I taught public speaking. So that's very different from painting.
Hmm.
Once I stopped teaching at Barbara Jordan High School, I then began to homeschool my kids. So we're entering into year 10, and that's what our last segment was on homeschooling.
Homeschool, yes.
But I've always had my own business off to the side that I've worked with off and on in addition to homeschooling the kids. And I started off with jewelry. So I do custom jewelry. And then it moved into the decor. And now it's with the painting. So see a need, feel a need, whatever you need, let me know if it's pertaining to arts and crafts.
So, and in Beaumont, we have painting with a twist. And
Yes, ma'am.
so, is your profession is your profession or your interest is the same thing as that, or what? Or are they different?
Well, it's a twist to that twist. So if you
I hear you.
so Miss Deborah was present, and I have to tell you, I told Miss Deborah she's going to be my hype lady. I need her to travel with me. She was the life of the party. It was fun. There was music. There was dancing. There was painting, and the twists were that it was not like being in the Painting with the Twist studio at all. So,
Mhm.
and I asked the ladies, "Hey, have you ever had it twisted up like this?" Everyone agreed it was totally different. It was very fun and a memorable experience. And I hope I taught the ladies something as well and gave them some tools to use in their future art endeavors.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, and I would love to host one myself, and have people come over, and you do the painting part itself. But guys, I had a great time, so I appreciate you,
We
Candace.
did.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you for having me, Miss Deborah.
You know, wherever I go, it's gonna be a party.
Yes, yes.
Wherever I go, it's
And
gonna be a
you have to
party.
have that. You have to have that at least one lively person in the crowd to keep it interesting in movie. But all the ladies were fun, Miss Deborah.
Oh
You
yeah, they were all fun. Yes,
you did a
yes.
good time.
What was one thing
Hmm.
that you think customers should know about your classes that they may or may not be aware of?
I think they should know that whether or not they have art skills or not, they will leave with a really good painting.
Mhm.
So I don't know how you felt, Miss Deborah. A lot of people see a blank canvas and they get afraid, like, oh, I can't do that. But that's one of my twists. I provide you with the tools to actually sketch that out yourself. And it's something that you can transfer over to other areas in your home when you're working with different types of mediums, be it wood or metals, things like that. So I would like to think that when people got their canvas and saw it, and maybe a little fear set in, like, oh, I don't know how this will turn out. Then we got the ball rolling, and they got their paper and um, all their tools, and saw, oh, okay, I can do this, and
Mhm.
it looks good. I can actually put this up somewhere other than the garage.
Or leave it in my back car, just like I did. Or leave it in
Right.
the back of my car, so in my trunk. So, but it was I like I said, I enjoyed it, and I hope other people will catch on as far as inviting you to their parties or whatever, because you did say you do baby showers, uh,
Hmm.
wedding showers, or any kind of occasion, right? Any type
Hmm.
of
Right.
occasion.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Right.
keep that in mind. Her information screen going across the screen at the bottom, her name and her website and the phone number. So y'all keep that in mind. So how do you keep up with the ideas for painting up to date?
So the beauty of it is the person who's hosting the party tells me what they want. So they say, hey, I might want to, I'm thinking about painting a shoe. And I'll say, okay, well, I'll send you some shoe sketches and as well as some other items to choose
Right,
from. And then they go from there and pick it and we just make it happen. So you can pick whatever. And I don't want the audience members to think that painting is just for the ladies because the men can paint as well.
right,
There are so many things that we can paint, men, women, children, the young and the old. It's for everyone to have a great time. And people can get their sororities together if they want
right.
something special painted. People can get their different social clubs together. They might have a girls' night out, whatever it is. You might have a kid's birthday party and you want the kids to do something. So I will reach and work with everyone.
It's an art. So my
Mhm.
question to you is, working with painting helps soothe the it helps soothe your mental stability.
Yes, ma'am. And it's fun. I was going through my photos today and just looking at the crowd from various events, and the ladies just were smiling with the paintbrushes. They didn't realize they were being photographed. They're looking down at their work and they had a smile on their faces. They were pleased with what they were
Mhm.
working with. It's relaxing. And then when I throw all the twists in, it's even fun. And then, people love to win prizes and
Right.
they love a good game and we love competition. So, again, another twist to the painting.
Yeah, she was, like she said, she was giving out prizes and stuff like that. So she had the music on and everything. So we had to name the song. And so everybody said, "Oh, people say, oh, Deborah gonna win it because she always listens to song, blah blah." But half the song I didn't know. So I said, "You guys play some old school for me." So when I just start blurring out every time a song come on, I just blur it out whether it's right or wrong. I just but I did win one.
Yes, you did, Miss Deborah.
I won a gift certificate for signing. So I was happy.
Yes,
I don't know how I
yes.
won that though. I forgot how I won it. Won that.
That was your Tina Turner
Oh yeah,
impersonation.
she was she made me sing the whole song and dance like Tina. So if you know me, y'all know I love Tina. I love to dance like her. But I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't already spent that money. that gives. So I'm looking at in the background behind you, and I see some of your painting. Can you express some of that behind you? What's going on? Let's
Yes,
look
ma'am. So I tried to do a mock setup of what we would actually see, and I displayed a couple of items. I'm going to flip my camera.
at. Okay,
Just a moment. Oh, I turned it off. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
Miss Deborah, I flipped it earlier.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
Here
okay,
we go.
there you go.
Okay, so this is one of our pieces from a painting session. And one of the things that you may notice is the glitter
Oh, I
that
see the
is
big
with.
love.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then also the
Look,
inspirational quote. Miss Deborah, what quote did you have on your picture?
let me see. I have do small things with great love. Oh, I have that one.
Okay, okay, we have the same one, right? Different art, but same quote. So that's another twist to it as well. The ladies get an opportunity to choose something inspirational because you want to hang your artwork on the walls and display it and be proud of it and be motivated by what you've done. So this is one particular piece that we've done. Here we have another piece of artwork
Oh,
that
that's
was
really
done at your
cool.
place in the
Yeah.
Auburn, and this is painted by me. And then this is similar to what you worked on, Miss Deborah. And again, a different
Love what
quote,
you
love
do.
what you
Right.
do. Mhm.
Love what
And
you do.
at each party for the setup, ladies and gentlemen, everything will be set up for you. You'll receive a table cover. You will get your station set up with your paintbrushes, your cup, your easels. You have the opportunity to decide on the size of your easels. We have the aprons draped on the tape on the back of the chairs. We have the gloves, and we just get everything set up for you. And each event comes with your basic photo backdrop, and you're able to add to that if you like. If you'd like to add balloons, if it's for a birthday party, or just to get it
Hmm.
more festive. There's so many combinations that you can go with, and so many ways you can personalize your painting session for your group. Do you have any questions about the table before I flip back, Miss Deborah?
I see all your paint, your acrylics and stuff like that. I see all that, and your paintbrushes. But I see everything that a painter should have. I feel like a
Mhm.
painter right now. I can paint the world. I feel like I can paint the world right now. So yeah, everything's good. I like that. I like that. And it was set up for us. And she had a canvas and everything. Everything was set up for us. And all we had to do was just paint it. and
Right.
stepped. It's just like you're going to paint it with a twist, but everything was step by step.
Mhm.
She didn't let anyone get lost in our painting. You know,
Mhm.
I'm the type of person that I'll start painting some stuff, and everybody else gonna do what they, what she said do it, but she walked around and it was like she's an educator, so she know reteach. So that's what she did, reteach,
Right.
retaught us.
Reteach and help.
Yeah,
And help because some people need help and
right,
that's okay. That is
exactly,
okay if you need
and
some
that's
help during the
okay.
session.
That's
Right.
okay. So that I see something that's black. Why is it that just black? There's nothing painted on it, right?
All right. So it just depends on the customer's preference. We have the black canvas as well as the white
Okay.
canvas. So the black canvas is going to give you a different look, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with using a black canvas. And there are also burlap canvases. Have you seen those, Miss Deborah?
No, I have not.
Right. So
When
it
you
just gives
talk
you
about
a
burlap, I got
different,
about something else. Go ahead.
right. It just gives you a different look and a different feel. So with your black canvas, this particular piece was done on a black canvas.
Oh,
I
that
can't
cool.
tell. I can't tell. You do have to do more coats for your background
Hmm.
versus this piece here that was done on a white canvas.
Right, right.
Yeah, so it just gives you a different look. It will. You can do this same painting. We had one person at the party, Miss Deborah. I don't know if you paid attention. She used a black canvas. Her colors were not as bold, but it was a beautiful painting nonetheless. And no one knows what your painting should look like because there's no right or wrong with your painting. So whether you use a black canvas or a white canvas, your artwork will still look great.
Right. Let me talk to the viewers right now, Candace, if you don't
Okay.
mind. That we
All
have
right. I'm going to flip that.
okay, great. We have on here, we have Alberta Wright. Hey Alberta, how you doing? Beverly Sherman,
Hello.
and we have Monica Anderson Thomas and
Okay.
Yvette Peace, and we have Beverly Sherman. And Yvette says, Candace, you are awesome. Monica says, very cute. Beverly Sherman says, were those done by first time people?
So my pieces were those were completed by me. But Miss Deborah, would you like to show us your artwork again?
First time.
And ladies, if you visit my Instagram account at PCB Christine, as well as Facebook at PCB Christine, or my website, which Miss Deborah has scrolling at the bottom of the screen, then you'll have an opportunity to see the artwork, the collages of other people's artwork that was posted. And it looks just as good as what you see on the table.
So, Candace, what is the typical day like for Candace Russell and her painting? Personalized creation by Christine.
Okay, so let me get my camera right. So on a painting day, it's very busy. As a matter of fact, days before the painting begins, it's busy because I always do a run through of the painting. I have a friend who paints with me, and we go step by step. We time ourselves because I want to get a feel for what would actually happen. It's different if I just take the paint. I'm going to paint differently independently than I will with the crowd.
Right.
So
Exactly.
we actually do a mock run through. So I start maybe like a week or so out with my mock run through. And then after that, depending on the backdrop setup, how detailed the decorations need to be, I'm prepping for that, ironing the linens, getting things together, making sure everything is in place because it moves quickly. You have your 2 hours or your 3 hours, whatever you decide your painting party length will be, and we need to just move, and I need to be together. And if I'm together, then my crowd will be together. If
Right.
I'm unorganized, they'll be unorganized.
Right. Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. So, where do you find your inspiration? I guess it's in your painting, huh?
Honestly, yeah, you're right. It is. Lots of things. A beautiful day inspires
Mhm.
me. God inspires me. peace, just tranquility. That's inspiring. Just to be
Hmm.
able to sit and just be still. And I
Right.
find I do my best work at midnight.
Okay.
Once my kids are down and I've had an opportunity to relax and unwind, I'll just pull out everything, cover my tables, and I'll just get going. And before I know it, it's 3, 4 in the morning, and of course I'm exhausted the next day. But during the process, it's so
Right.
relaxing to me.
Because I was going to ask you, what was your favorite time of day for you to
Mhm.
be creative or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So
Surprisingly, it is that late, and although I would prefer to work during the daytime, my kids like to come in and they like to sleep
right.
too. So I prefer they be asleep.
So of course, your parents. So you
Mhm.
have to take care of parenthood first, and then get
Right.
into your
Hmm.
creations. Yeah, I understand.
Right.
Monica says a lot of work goes on behind the scenes. I was tired by step three. So Monica, you had a chance to be with her, right? Yeah, you guys have.
There is.
Yeah.
Right. There are a lot of moving pieces. As a matter of fact, Miss Deborah, in one of my photos, I'm holding my clipboard because there are so many moving pieces that I can get confused, and I actually print out an agenda before I do whichever piece I'm working on. I print out an agenda step by step telling me what I need to do. So I won't forget those pieces.
I'll tell you one thing. You have a lot of patience. I know that's right. Anybody put up with Deborah Jones had a lot of patience. Monica said she was fictionally tired. Okay, Monica. Okay, so how describe how art is important to society to you.
Art, if you just dropped, I don't know about Beaumont because I lived in Beaumont, I grew up in Beaumont, but I don't get to travel the streets as much. But
Hmm.
out here in Houston, if you look on the corners, the meter boxes, and on the buildings, there's artwork, and you just turn your head to the right or the left, and you see it, and you're just like, wow, that's beautiful. It's refreshing.
Hmm.
And it just shows something beautiful because so many times we see the ugly and the negative. We see the trash on the streets. We
Right.
see the just so many different things, and to be able to drive down the street, and especially downtown Houston, and see all the beautiful artwork on the buildings, it's
Hmm.
just refreshing. And if anyone knows someone who will allow an artist to paint on their wall, I'm volunteering.
Okay,
And
so
that is something I would love to
that
do.
was my next question. Have you ever done a mural on a building, or even on the like this on the streets, like they have it on the streets and
Mm,
everything? Have you ever done one of those?
right. I have not, but I want to. I
Mm.
really do. I just need to find the person who will
I'm
allow me
sure. I'm
to
sure
do
you. I'm sure you go to the city of Houston or wherever,
it.
and to ask the city, um,
Mm,
the mayor or whomever, and ask them if can it be done because they had to do it somehow. They had to ask
right.
some.
Someone's doing it.
Yeah.
Right. Hmm.
So I mean,
Hmm.
it's gorgeous. I love to pass by and see because it's just not the same thing over and over. It's different. It's
Right.
different pictures and
Hmm.
everything.
Hmm.
I like that. How did you get motivated to do it, the craft? Something,
I
something.
just love I love creating new things. So I that's my motivation. Doing something unique. I love when a client sends an invitation. Um, I don't know if you use Etsy or not, but they have a lot of unique items, a lot of unique baby shower ideas, wedding ideas. And guess what? There are no decorations for those in Party City. So that's where my work comes in.
Mhm.
They send me that invitation and I'll create that centerpiece for them, or they'll just shoot me a couple of images. Hey, I want this. It may be from some another school. Can you do this? Case in point, Shadow Creek High School. A client contacted me about a shark centerpiece, and I made it out of styrofoam. I carved it, glittered it. That's also on my website, Facebook and Instagram. You can check that that out as well. And I love to do before and after. I've done the before of an owl runner at a wedding. The bride asked me to script her name and her husband's name, and I glittered that. And so to me, that's motivational. Like, oh, I can't wait to see how this turns out. And I love to try new things.
Hmm. Have you ever painted on stoneware? Like,
Did
your glass
you say
on
on
stoneware,
stone?
like your glasses or your plates or anything like that?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We have done that before. And when you say stone, I was going to say recently we have a yard project right now where my husband spray painted some large rocks about this large. Let me get my camera right. This
Okay.
large, and then I'm scripting the fruits of the spirit on the rocks.
Oh,
So we
cool.
have the colorful rocks in the flower beds, and I script that on there. We seal it in. It's weatherproof, and it looks good. It's just a different type of art. So you can get creative with anything. I
Right.
took my husband's lab coat. This is his lab coat from U of A, and I
Okay.
painted on it. And this is now my paints with me
Hmm.
jacket
Okay.
for whenever I do my work. So I had a paint stain on some jeans, and I said, okay, well, I can't wear them like this, so I painted a butterfly on the jeans, and
Oh yeah.
people
Well,
thought I bought the jeans like that. So you can just get inspiration in from anything. Just let your mind take you there.
Yvette wants to know what are your rates and how far do you travel? So I know that you probably tell the race when they call you, right?
Right. Well, we have a base rate depending on the hours. The 2 hours, 35 per hour, $35 for the 2 hours per person, and then 45 for the 3 hours. And then you also need to know your crowd, the level of difficulty for your easier paintings. You can definitely get that done in 2 hours. For your more difficult paintings, you would want to book a 3 hour slot. And hey, if anybody's willing to fly me to Paris, I'll get you some rates on that.
So
Wherever you would like your painting party.
so you were saying $35 per hour? Is that what you said? Because you kind of
Not per, I'm sorry, I did misspeak on that. $35 per person
per
for the
person.
2 hour slot. Right.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
okay. I see what you said. Cool. And then
And that is also on my website, Facebook and Instagram.
and what's the cutoff hour wise? You do just 2 hours or what?
Well, we have 2 hours, 3 hours. Again, it depends on the level of difficulty that you choose. Most
Right.
people are the beginners, but you do have some people who are um, experts in the painting and they've done it several times and they want more of a challenge. So the client determines that. They'll
Right.
let me know when we pick the painting. I'll let them know, hey, this is an easy painting. This is a more difficult painting. 2 hours will not be sufficient. You'll need a 3 hour block to get your painting completed. And I just have to tell you, really, 2 hours cuts it close because Miss Deborah, how many ladies were still sitting there trying to finish
I
the
don't, I probably one of them.
painting? I mean, you just get caught up, and then there's the music and the fun and the games, and the time just goes by so quickly.
Right.
But it's a good time,
Yeah, it's good. And it's fun. And it's fun.
right?
You got to throw that part in there.
And it's fun, very
So
fun. I enjoy it.
I know you told me that what you wanted to do is to paint on the wall, do a mirror on the wall. Is that your ultimate goal?
No, I wouldn't say that's the ultimate goal, but that I would say that's something I'd like to do very soon. I really would. I've tried to get my husband to let me paint on our shed, but he
On your
said
what?
no go ahead. On our storage shed.
Oh, okay. And he won't
I
let you do
wanted to do it. No, he won't.
it.
He's
He said, go sit down somewhere. He said, go sit down somewhere.
Miss Deborah, would you like me to paint somewhere on your house?
Oh no. I'm like your
No.
husband.
Any of the callers.
I'm
Any of
like
the
your
callers want to anyone tuning in need some free artwork on the side of their house?
anybody don't hit some what artwork on their house? You said house?
On the
Oh
side of the Hey, I'll start on the
Oh, you
restroom
you do
wall.
it on you do it on sidewalk as well, right?
Yes, ma'am. So
Okay, so
the thing with the sidewalk, your sidewalk is it's a little different, but you can paint on the sidewalk. I've done some sidewalk painting as well.
right, because I
Mhm.
mean I've seen it. I've seen sidewalk
Mhm.
paint, so it's
Mhm.
pretty neat. Okay, how can someone reach you to acquire about your work ethics? I know that's down there. So all this right here is the right information.
Yes, ma'am. Everything there is correct.
Information.
As I said, you can go on to Instagram and Facebook at PCB Christine, a shorter version of Personalized Creations by Christine. You can check out my work and all the things that I've done. And when I need to go to Miss Yvette, I didn't
Yeah.
mean paint your house with the paintbrush. Like I meant paint on just a small piece.
You gotta let them know what painting you talking about because some people gonna say,
Right. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry. I did not mean to paint your whole house.
well, I mean you didn't put it out there like that. So how did you develop this art career? Just by everything? I mean, just when you were young? Did you start when you were young, or did you start at an older age?
I would say the painting part, excuse me, the painting side developed at an older age, but the artistic side was there. When I was a kid, I used to crochet pot holders and magnetic butterflies. I remember crocheting. I had a geometry project. I had to create a mobile out of shapes, and I crocheted those. I used to make candy wreaths for Christmas and sell those. And it's always been there. When I was a class sponsor, when I taught high school, I would make the bracelets for the kids to sell to raise money. So artistic, the artistic side was there, but in the painting, that's more recent.
Mhm.
I would say within the past 10 years.
Past 10 years.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
how?
So just
So how,
little things and
just little. Okay.
mm.
So do you sell them?
Now I don't sell any paintings. I'm not that. I don't sell any paintings. I'll say I don't sell any paintings yet.
But you
I
can.
do
But
it
you
more
probably
for
can.
leisure. Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
You probably can.
Well,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say I don't sell paintings yet because in my custom centerpieces, some of those are painted, depending on what I'm working with. If it's a wood medium, then I am painting on that. I'm sketching out and painting. So, yes, I do sell. I should not have said I do not sell my
Right.
paintings because I do.
So what's your favorite medium?
I really like working on wood.
Hmm.
I really like wood, and because there's so many things you can do with it. And one thing I like to do is some woodwork painting on the wood with a group, the different shapes. And it's something that you can put in your garden or along the fence. So you have somewhere else to place your artwork. It just doesn't have to be limited to the inside. But I really like the wood. I've also done custom chalkboards where I take the wood, I paint it with the chalkboard paint, design that frame, and actually script on the chalkboard itself. And you can check out my chalkboard work on Instagram and Facebook and my website as well.
Cool. So you know that there's a lot of wood that they have that welcome sign on it. I know
Right.
you know what would you do with something like that? Because a lot of people just have welcome all coming down.
hmm
Some
Right.
artistry that you can do with that.
Oh, absolutely. I'd embellish the sides, depending on who it's for. I glitter it up.
Hmm.
I shadow trace over those letters. There's so many different things you could do. That you can get your piece from. I've purchased pieces from Hobby Lobby or Michaels and just completely changed them, made them my own. I purchased clocks if it wasn't the color that I wanted, or a piece of artwork. I just paint it whatever I need it to be, marker on it, and get a whole new piece.
Do you think that? I know you said earlier that it's just not for women, it's for male as well. Do you
Mhm.
think men would enjoy doing this type of work or what?
I think they would. I think if we get them sitting on the dock of the bay with their fishing pole painting or an anchor or who knows, a male fraternity, if they, I don't know, they can paint their Greek letters. I don't know
Right.
the
You know,
genius of
yeah.
that. But there are so many things that you can paint. And I mean, I think they would enjoy it.
Right, right. I think they would. So how do you collaborate with other artists?
Oh, I am open to collaborating with anyone, especially if they know something that I do not know, and I do not mind sharing with other people. There's a young lady named Mia Watson. She's a styrofoam artist, and she does great work.
Hmm.
And I've called and spoken to her when working on a project, and just anyone who I can connect with because I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything, and there's so much to learn. Always so much to learn in anything that you're working with.
Monica says, Monica says, oh yeah, I like that favorite sports team. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
How about that?
Yes, there you go. That's a great idea. Let me jot that down.
I never thought about that. You know,
Great idea. Mhm.
mm, them Dallas Cowboys. How about that? You can make a you can make a mirage on somebody's because
Mhm.
I know this. I know there are several people. This guy had the truck that he
Yeah.
had. You know, with Dallas Cowboys did whole his truck is blue and white, and Dallas Cowboy
Mhm.
written all over it. And then on top is a little paint, little some on paint, but you can barely see it
Mhm.
because it's on top, it's on the hood.
Right. Mhm.
Yeah, so I mean, you can go around there and fix it up and everything. And when you wake up in the morning, you see you see that truck with all your acrylics and stuff like that. Do you use oil? Do you use acrylics or do you use watercolors? What do you use?
I use a combination of everything. So and spray paint.
And spray paint.
And I was going to say spray paint can transform what you think is trash or junk and make it look like treasure. So don't be afraid to use the spray paint. As a matter of fact, my friend and I, we spray painted some of her furniture. When you mentioned the team sports, she spray painted her yard furniture, backyard furniture in the Astros colors, and it's beautiful. So the painting is not just with the brush.
Right. Right. So how has your education been helpful in your career? What is your degree in?
My degree is in communication, so I would definitely say being able to communicate successfully with people has helped a lot because communication is key. You have to be able to send and receive the messages, otherwise there's no communication and nothing gets accomplished. So my background in communication has been uh, very important to my interactions with my clients and just knowing how to interact with people and to be attentive and sensitive and to listen to what the client wants.
Right. Right. So you say you do not sell your projects, right?
Well, I do sell the projects. I had to make a correction on that
Okay. Okay.
because that's part of the custom centerpiece or custom artwork, whatever it is. It could be something that you want for a baby's room or for your living room, anything. You could just send it to me and we can make it happen. I don't turn down an art project.
Right. I, I don't know if the question has been answered what Yvette asked earlier. How far do you travel?
Oh, that's when I said if you'd like to fly me to Paris
Oh,
to
okay.
host a
Okay.
listening party,
You
I
go,
will
you
do that. I'll
well,
get
since
my
we don't live
passport
in
and I'm ready.
Paris. Since we don't live, I don't think anyone on here live up. Yeah, anybody live up in Paris?
Well, hey, you never know what could happen. Maybe
Right.
somebody who works for a large
Doesn't even
corporation,
know.
they're looking for an event for their team. Maybe we have a principal online and they're looking for a great welcome back activity for
Hmm.
the teachers in August. Not only is it fun, but they get to leave with a gift. Principals, wonderful idea.
Right, 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 right.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot you can do with your art. Like you said, you can go into the schools. You know,
Right.
you
Mhm.
know, art is in the school, but there are some schools that don't have art in there. But I mean, you could go into the schools and have like a workshop,
Right.
so and stuff like that. So, are you open to that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm open to it.
Okay, okay. You
If
never
I
know.
get the call,
You never
right?
know.
If I get the call, and
Right.
that's why I said we may have someone who's in leadership and they're looking for a unique activity for their workers, something to help people break the ice and get more comfortable with one another. Because I have to tell you, Miss Deborah, it seemed
Mhm.
like everybody in the room at the party was real relaxed and comfortable, and the
Right.
camaraderie and just getting
Right.
together with the painting and the fun and the games. It was really nice to see.
So tell our listening audience, how would they enjoy art? I mean, you can sit. I mean, you can sit out. Let me back it up. I was listening to someone today on Facebook, and they were at um, somewhere I don't know, but it was a lot of water flowing, and that's a
Mm-hmm.
good that's good
Mm-hmm.
for your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Could you go out there with your paint and just help it to soothe your mind and stuff like that?
Oh, yes. People do that all the time. Just go outside, and something you should try. This is for everybody. You could just be having a rough day. It doesn't matter if it's a cloudy day or a sunny day. If you just get your canvas and go outside and paint the sky and just look up at the beauty of the sky, how each cloud is different. So there's no right or wrong way to paint a sky because you have so many colors in the sky. It could be a sunset. Okay, the sky just doesn't have to be blue and white. So, and just to look up at God's creation and just see the beauty of it and the detail and try to recreate that on your canvas, that's relaxing in itself. And that's something that's simple that can be done.
Oh, cool, cool. Because I mean, with all that we've been through,
Right,
we need that point in our life, whereas we need that peace. You
right,
know, and a lot of people don't know that God give us peace that surpasses all understanding. You know,
right,
because
hmm,
they just don't know it. But we need something that's going to help us throughout our daily work.
right,
And
hmm,
like I was even today, I was getting ready to go by the event center where they had that waterfall, and I
hmm,
was going to just sit there by on the beaches and everything, on the bleachers and everything, and just start reading. And
right,
that is just refreshing. So I
hmm,
know if I could do that with just reading, but if I was to take one of your classes or have a class out there, you know what I'm saying?
right. Yes,
That would be awesome.
that would
That
be
would be awesome.
beautiful. Hmm.
That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
And then the good thing, Miss Deborah, is when you paint something like that and you hang it up in your house, it can take you back to that moment of solitude.
Mhm.
So it brings you back to just a state of relaxation.
Right, right.
Mhm.
So once again, before we even get off the air, tell someone um how they can contact. Like I said, it's on the screen going about how they can contact you or how they can feel refreshed by just painting.
Okay. You can contact me by dialing the number at the bottom of the screen, 713-201-1034. You can contact me by on Facebook, Instagram, or via my website. And painting is fun, painting is relaxing, it's cathartic, and there is no right or wrong way to do your painting. When you go into the store and you see the prices on some of this you can do that yourself. You really can.
Yeah.
So there's a painter inside of everyone, just waiting to get out.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. I'm a fanatic when it comes to black owned business, and this young lady, she's so creative. She's so creative. She was on earlier. Was it this year that I had
It
you on?
was it was this past school year.
This
So
past school
I
year,
can't remember if it was November, December, or but it was during this school year.
right? She was on with homeschool, and so she gave us ideas on how parents or guardians could homeschool their child and what materials they can use and stuff like that. Then she's back on now for with painting. And can children do this?
Yes, ma'am. The young and the old, seasoned and the unseasoned,
Hmm.
male and female. There's something for all of us to paint.
Male. I ain't never been a male before, but I'm just saying, male don't think like we think. I mean, they don't think that they can do stuff like this. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They don't think
Right.
that and not that they can't do it, they just don't want to do it. Because it's a
Hmm.
female thing for them.
Right.
So express that to me.
Hmm. Hmm.
How you?
Well, I feel like, and maybe I should do this because I mentioned it to my father-in-law yesterday, and maybe I should just do a run through with some males in my family, get my husband, my father-in-law, and some uncles, and just maybe pretend that we're gathering for something else, and then they show up and
They
they
showing
have
for
no choice but to paint. But I really think that if they just open their minds to it, I think they would have a great time.
oh yeah,
There's no such thing as artists for ladies. I
yeah.
mean, we have female designers and male
I
designers,
mean
female
Michelangelo.
artists and male artists.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you cannot just limit painting to
Mm,
ladies.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I appreciate you because I had a great time, and you was so patient with. I don't think it was over 25 people in there, right? Am I-
Right. Yes, we had a nice crowd.
We had a nice crowd, and I mean, she just walked through everything. She watched us do our work, and one lady was saying, "Is there too much pain, or I don't have the same pain?" And I think you said, "Okay, let's use hot pink," and I think I used the other pink. But she said, "Don't worry, Miss Deborah, just go ahead and paint over there and do this like that." I mean, she was so patient and to let us know that it's okay to make a mistake, you know, and it's okay to do this, but let's get back on track and and just start paying.
Right.
Wonderful. So you guys, I want to thank y'all for joining us. Monica, Yvette, Beverly, let me see who else. Hey, Christopher Smith. I'm gonna say that question in a few. I'm asking in a few minutes. Let me see, Beverly, and I think Berta was on here earlier because they help us with the soundtrack and everything. Okay, Christopher says, if you want to try the meal experience with Reggie and the family, count your brother-in-law. Okay.
Gotcha. But Mr. Chris is one of my friends from church. We attend
Okay.
the same
Okay.
church
Cool.
together. All right, Mr. Chris, I will keep that in mind.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
That's a great idea. Okay.
Great idea. So maybe you need to have a male show, and
Right.
so if you have all male, no, if you have male, that means no females are invited, right? I'll crash the party.
Well, I feel like it should just be those males for my
Right.
test run to see how it goes. But one of the things that's in the works, the Age of Grace ministry at our church, males and females, they'd like to get with me to do a session. So, of course, we'd have to do something that will appeal to both the males and
Right.
females.
Right.
And I can't wait to see how the males respond. I think they'll do a great job.
Right. Right. Wow, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. And what you do is to kind of put them live on your Facebook page or whatever, and so let us see why you're doing it, so we could.
Okay. Okay. I'll have to see if I can get someone to film that
I'll
for me.
call Blue Table Talk and I'll bring them
But
on. Hope,
okay, all right, Miss Deborah.
hopefully my phone don't die. Hopefully I charge it up. But I appreciate you for coming on tonight, Candace, and she really would appreciate it if you guys would call her for any occasion that you have, special occasion that you have. And like I said, I'm a true believer of supporting Black-owned businesses, and she has a Black-owned business, and this is her business. So support her. Give her a call, and like she said, she'll travel wherever you are. So you don't have to worry about taking your guests to her. She'll come where you are. So thank you.
I'd like to thank you, Miss Deborah, for having me
Oh
again.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Anytime you need me, just give me a call, and
Okay.
we'll work things out.
All right. And I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. I appreciate the love and support.
Yes, and thank you guys. Like she said, thank you guys for tuning in. And I know that you guys all, most of you guys always support me in whatever I do. Whether this is Blue Table Talk or line dancing or whatever, you guys always support me. So God bless you. God keep you is my prayer. Good night.
Have a great night. Thank
Smooches.
you.
Bye.